Thank you, friends, so much for all the birthday wishes, the birthday love. The chat has just exploded. It's so nice to see you guys here today. Thank you for sharing. You know the drill already, sharing who you are, where you're tuning in from. I just love to see all of these comments. I just want to go through here. Catherine, Barry, Anthony, Diana, Linda, Michelle, Christine. Oh my gosh, Betsy, Hillary, Lisbeth, Glenda, Eve, Bernard. If I skip over you, I'm sorry. Sometimes it doesn't show the name over here. Cindy, Betty, Kenrick, Diane, Judith, Marion, Jerry. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Appreciate it very, very much. And welcome back to our 10-day live stream series. Uh, Johnny's joyful celebration, I guess you'd call it. Today is my actual birthday. I took a nap today. I normally don't take naps, but I guess I'm getting older. Bad joke. Wonderful. The song that I started today with is called Emerging Vision, and that's from my album Migration, which was released in 2019. It was also the year, for those of you that don't know, it was also the year that I left my full time job to pursue music again full time. So, Migration was my breaking free album to return back to what I believe is part of my purpose here in this physical space. And so it got a lot of traction. Actually, this very song and another one from it, Peace Within, played on Sirius XM radio on the Spa channel. I think it used to be 73, it's now 68. It got lots and lots of play. And that was the very first. This is a big thing for musicians, and why we should all support musicians is because that was the first year that I actually got a royalty check. For years and years and years of doing music, I had never seen much in royalties or spins. And that Christmas, I got around Christmas time, we got that, and what a blessing it was for our family. So wonderful. I appreciate the support very much. Today, I want to talk about healing with the native flute. And I have lots of stories to share. And as I was thinking about today and what I would like to share with you all, I was reminded of um, when I was a kid. I spent a lot of my time in and out of the hospital. I'm getting to a point where I want to share my message in a larger way, in a larger platform. And I want to share my story. And part of my story is I've had over 20 ear surgeries. It's hard for me to sometimes hear music. I have a reconstructed eardrum, ear canal. It's a miracle that I can hear. And so lots and lots, not just tubes in the ears, but reconstruction and things like that. So it makes hearing all the fine things in music more challenging. And I'm blessed to be able to hear the music that I do today. Music is a big part of my life. And I think music is a big part of all of our lives. And when I reflect on my time in the hospital, I was, this one particular time, I was 14 years old, and I had gone through many operations. I played the flute, but I did not bring it into the hospital because, as much as I loved the flute at the time, I was very, very shy and suffered from social anxiety. And the flute, though not with me at the time in the hospital, it was in my heart, and it was in my head, and it was in my ears. I would listen to flute music so much. And I would analyze it, I would study it, I would build my playlist, writing down songs that inspired me, that when I got back home, I would pick up my flute and, and I would play. And, we talk a lot about, improving, and we talk about songwriting, but it's also the space and your life experience that you're not actually engaged in music that helps you become a better songwriter and a better musician, just as much as playing your instrument. So, to me, not only playing the flute, but just being around the instrument. I did a little research, and here are um, some things to think about. Some of the benefits of playing a musical instrument, such as the native flute. Uh, Improved cognitive skills, physical coordination. You're doing things with your hands and your breath that you're not used to doing. Stress relief. That's a big one that I hear all the time from people. They pick up their flute when they're feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, and it just melts away because they're using their breath to create something good in the world. A boost of confidence. Learning something, learning an instrument can boost your confidence. You have something now that you can share with other people. And creativity is expanded because as you start to put the pieces together, you start to think differently and you start to use these things like Lego bricks and building something creative. Discipline and time management. Sometimes we get lost in our music, but sometimes it's really good to get lost in your music unless you miss appointments because of it. So we learn how to organize and manage our time and energy when we play a musical instrument. I hear this one a lot too, building social skills. For me, being a kid with social anxiety, I didn't have a community that I felt like I fit in until I found the flute. And that was really important because I think a lot of us appreciate that about the flute is the community and the people inside of this community, good-hearted people. And so building social skills and building community inside with this instrument. Emotional expression, I talk a lot about this when playing and sharing music and teaching, is that this instrument gives us a voice, especially for those who maybe were not musical or told they're not musical. I'm one of those as well. But finding the flute opened that for me. And then lastly, improved listening skills. Like I mentioned earlier, I wasn't playing the flute, but I was building good skills just by listening and absorbing the music. I want you to think about when there are lots of people who are using the flute in healing and transition programs. People are playing in yoga studios, meditation, being of service to others with their music. But beyond that, I want you to think about a time in your life that the flute, or really music in general, we can generalize this, not just the native flute, but the what the music and the flute have done for you, have healed you. What are the biggest blessings in your life because of music? And one thing that I'm really passionate about is getting on my soapbox and advocating for the power of music, the power that music has in our lives. Think about watching a movie, and if it didn't have music in it, that romantic moment would not be as fuzzy. That heartfelt moment wouldn't feel as good. That sad moment wouldn't bring a tear to your eye. That scary moment wouldn't be as scary because you don't have the music to engage the senses. Music is a part of everything. It's in our cars. It's when we shop. It's when we eat. It's so much a part. So listening intentionally to what's around you. I won't get into that too much. I wanted to frame these things in a way that maybe you have thought of, maybe you haven't thought of, maybe you're starting to think this way, but really it can bring so much more to your life. Thank you. The chat is going good. Thank you so much. It's good to hear from all of you in the chat. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Hello, Tommy, Donna, Joan, Anthony. Nice to see you guys. Jerry, Eric. Nice. Thank you. So yeah, if you have a story, if you have something to share, drop those in the comments, even live or afterwards, and just express the power of music in your life. Thank you guys. So today I wanted to do something a little different. I do want to remind you that part of the reason we're doing these live streams is for the Horizons Plus. We've discounted those 6 and 12-month plans back to founders rate. So 6 months of Horizons Plus is 149, and the 12-month program is 299. Normally it's $44 a month, so you get about a 43% savings when you jump in. And if you join us, whether you're a current member looking to switch your plan from monthly over to the 6 or 12-month plan, or you're joining us brand new, if you get on a 6 or 12-month plan, we're going to send you a free t-shirt. That's our bonus, my bonus gift to you. And there's so many things waiting for you inside Horizons Plus. Today, I wanted to play from a backing track. These are from the New Age backing tracks we released a little while. And I'm going to play 4 different flutes over this. It's a very calming track. The track is 10 minutes long. I probably won't play that long, but we'll see. If I get lost in the music, we'll follow that. And so I want to talk about the flutes that I play because I know that you'll have questions about this, so I'll go ahead and get those out of the way. And Donna says she's excited. She just renewed her membership to Horizons Plus. Thank you so much. I feel like this is an NPR program when they do membership drives. We've had a lot of students come in the last week. We've only got today's the 6th, so we're going to the 10th. Once we hit the 10th, it's going back to monthly rate, and we won't have these promotions. Anymore. So I'm going to be playing an E minor backing track called Unknowingly Knowing from the New Age backing tracks under the Free Spirit kind of brand on my website. And this is in the 440 hertz. We offer these in 432 hertz as well. And there's about 3 songs in each key. And they're all different. So these are really great long tracks that you can just explore with. So the 4 flutes that I'm going to play over this track are these. Hang on, I need to tell you about this flute. When we came in today, this is an old model high spirit flute, triple flute in the key of A. It has a single flute here, 6 hole. 3 holes open over here on the drone side. You have straps to plug them how you see fit, and then a drone here. And so these I don't think are available anymore. You'll catch one every now and again on eBay or maybe Marketplace or from a friend in the community. So the 4 flutes that I'm going to play, I thought about adding a 5th, but it just gets a little complicated. I'm going to start today with a flute that I picked up from my friend Suzanne Tang about a year ago out in Utah at the Summer Solstice Flute School, which is now going to be in Prescott, Arizona, and their registration closes in about a week or so. So those of you that know about this event or don't know about it, Summer Solstice Flute School, it's a 4 or 5 day event out in Prescott, Arizona this year in August. And has a fantastic lineup. I was out there last year, couldn't make it this year. It's the same week that kids go back to school, so just too many things going on. So this is called a suling. This is a Sundanese tuning. It is a 4-hole flute, but it has more range. It is still a fipple flute. It's in the back. No funny business with my embouchure. There is this ring on the top that you have to make sure that it's on there. And so but it has a beautiful tone. So I'll switch from this flute over to my ocarina flute. This is in the key of E. It's a 5-hole flute. And then I'll also play my bansuri. So I'll give this a whirl. These all go with that same track. And then I may finish with a B minor native flute here. So just an example of all the different tones and textures and the different sounds that come out of these flutes. So Donna also asks, are the other days recorded that you missed? Yes, all of these are recorded. They are on, probably easier to find on my YouTube channel. We've made a playlist for them, so you'll find all 10 days there. Even the ones that haven't come up yet, they'll still be in that very same playlist. So I think I've made it the first playlist at the time of recording this, the first playlist on my YouTube page profile. Okay, so here we go, friends. I want to thank you for joining me today. Relax, sit back, close your eyes, take some deep breaths. It is such a privilege and an honor to play for you. I love sharing music. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you again for all the birthday love. And aside from birthday love, just the support. I always feel good doing this, knowing that people out there appreciate it. So thank you. It means a lot. Here we go. Friends, thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you and taking time out of your day to be with me. Like I said, it means a lot that you show up. I love seeing the names pop up in the chat. Lets me know that you're there. So remember, we still have a few more days of live streams left. Um, One thing that we're going to do on the 9th is an Ask Me Anything. So we'll scrape through these comments and try to catch stuff, but the best place, if you have a burning question about the flute, about what I play, any of those things, and you want me to answer it, that's what that session is all about. And the best place for you to land those questions is in my inbox. So reach out, learning@JonnyLipfordmusic.com, and we'll scoop those up and try to get through as many as we can. Who knows? We'll see what happens on that day. Thank you again. I'm going to go get some ice cream. So, great way to celebrate. Good night, friends, and we'll see you tomorrow.